Hello, it's Sarah for Brightways. Today, we're diving into a topic that's been on many minds. Experiences versus stuff. What really makes you happier in the long run? It's the classic conundrum, isn't it? Do you splurge on that shiny new gadget that's been calling your name? Or do you invest in a soul-nourishing trip to a place you've never been? Is it the plush comfort of a new couch? Or the thrill of a cooking class where you can perfect your pasta making? We've all been there, standing at this crossroads of choices, our happiness seemingly hanging in the balance. But what if I told you that the answer might not be as straightforward as you think? That's right, folks. The quest for happiness is a winding road, not a straight line. So let's delve into this intriguing question and see what science and experience have to say about it. So, what does science say about experiences and material possessions in terms of happiness? Well, it turns out that science has a lot to say on this topic. A number of studies have shown that experiences, rather than possessions, tend to bring more long-term happiness. Let's dive a little deeper into the science part. You might have heard of something called hedonic adaptation. Sounds a bit like a fancy dance move, doesn't it? But in reality, it's a concept that explains how we humans have a tendency to quickly adapt to new possessions. Imagine getting a new car. At first, you're overwhelmed with joy, showing it off to your friends, enjoying that new car smell. But after a few months, it just becomes your car. The novelty wears off, and it doesn't bring you the same level of happiness. That's hedonic adaptation at work. But experiences? They're a different story. Experiences provide lasting memories, and these memories don't lose their shine over time. In fact, they often become even more precious. Think about the last time you went on a memorable trip or attended a great concert. Even years later, reminiscing about these experiences can bring a smile to your face. That's the power of experiences. Now, it's not to say that material possessions can't bring happiness. They absolutely can. But their happiness effect is usually more short-lived. A research study from Cornell University found that the happiness derived from experiences is more enduring because they become a part of our identity. They connect us to others, and they're just harder to compare. But here's the kicker. The happiness we derive from experiences or material possessions isn't just black and white. It's not a one-size-fits-all scenario. Our personal preferences, our values, our lifestyle all play a crucial role in determining what brings us the most joy. While it's clear that experiences generally provide more lasting happiness, it also depends on how we approach our purchases and experiences. So remember, the next time you're deciding between that shiny new gadget and a weekend getaway, it might be worth considering which one will still bring a smile to your face a month, a year, or even a decade later. Now, it's not a one-size-fits-all answer. Individual preferences play a significant role. You see, happiness isn't a universal currency that we all trade in. It's more like a personal stock market, where the value of experiences or material possessions can rise or fall based on our unique tastes, interests, and personalities. Let's consider a scenario. Meet Jane, a bookworm. She finds comfort between the pages of a book, and her heart races at the sight of a first edition. Now, if Jane had to choose between a week-long trip to a tropical paradise and a rare first edition copy of her favorite novel, she might opt for the book. Why? Because for Jane, the book isn't just a physical object. It's an experience in itself, a journey into a different world. It's a cherished possession that brings her immense joy and satisfaction. Conversely, meet Jack, a thrill seeker. He lives for the adrenaline rush of whitewater rafting or bungee jumping. For Jack, a shiny new gadget might not hold the same appeal as an adventure-packed trip. The memories of his escapades, the stories he collects, are his treasures. What these examples illustrate is that our individual preferences and interests significantly influence what brings us happiness. Whether you're a Jane, a Jack, or somewhere in between, it's essential to recognize and honor what truly resonates with you. Think about your own life. What fills you with joy? Is it that new designer bag, or is it that cooking class you've been eyeing? Remember, there's no right or wrong answer. It's your happiness, and you get to decide what that looks like for you. So, while science leans towards experiences, personal preferences can shift the balance. But there's another factor we haven't considered yet: the role of anticipation. Have you ever noticed that waiting for a holiday or a concert can be as exciting, if not more, than the event itself? It's anticipation, that delightful sense of expectation that often precedes an experience. Think about it. The anticipation of a vacation, planning the itinerary, packing your bags, all these things add to the overall joy of the experience. Now, contrast this with buying a new gadget or a dress. Sure, there's a momentary thrill, but it's essentially instantaneous gratification. There's no build-up, no suspense, no wonderful journey of waiting. Anticipation plays a significant role in why experiences generally make us happier. It's like a happiness booster shot that prolongs the joy derived from any event. And even after the experience is over, the memories of that anticipation continue to bring us joy. So, anticipation is another factor that tends to make experiences more rewarding than possessions. So what's the takeaway from all of this? We've delved into the science that leans towards experiences as the more potent happiness generator. We've discussed how endorphin-filled moments, shared laughter, and new discoveries can etch themselves into our memory, creating a wellspring of joy that outlasts the fleeting thrill of a new purchase. We've also explored the role of individual preferences. Some of us might be wired to derive more pleasure from a well-curated collection of items, while others might find their spirits soaring at the prospect of an adventure. And then, we've tackled anticipation, the delicious joy of looking forward to an experience, and how it often outshines the temporary excitement of buying something new. But ultimately, it's your happiness we're talking about. Reflect on what truly brings you joy. Is it the thrill of new experiences, or the comfort of tangible possessions? Remember, it's not about choosing one over the other, but about finding the right balance for you. Subscribe to this channel if you want to see more content like this one. This is Sarah for Brightways, signing off. Keep shining.